Okay, in this video I want to show you how to turn just a Piezo recording of an acoustic guitar, in this case we say Yamaha acoustic guitar, straight, plugged into the sound card, in this case a Focusrite. The recording sounds something like this. This is just a random, couple of seconds, a random loop of me strumming, and it's basically the sound of the Piezo. The Piezo is always quite dry and not really the nicest of sounds, so to speak. I want to show in this video how you can turn that into a recording that sounds like it was mic'd up, so the acoustic guitar was had a nice microphone in front of it, and we're going to be doing this with impulse responses. This is all stuff that that you can find for free. We're going to use this plugin called Nadir, which is a impulse response loader. It's usually for cabs, for cab simulation. But basically, here and here we can load up the impulse responses, and I'll show you how we can do it in stereo. So you can have a wider, obviously you can do this with a single impulse response by setting this in mono, but if I click here and go into stereo, I will have both sides of the impulse response working, and obviously I have to switch this on. So again, this is the sound of the Piezo. And here, if we click on this little folder, I can load up. See, here I have different version of impulse responses. This is a Collins. This is stuff that I found online, but you can either purchase. I think these are impulse responses made by musicians and shared online. And first, what I'll do, obviously, is I'll make sure that this is switched on, and we can listen now to. Actually, let me go back. Let me go back to mono for a second. You can hear right away there's a nice difference there, and I just want to make sure that you turn up the levels so that the two levels, the Piezo and the impulse response, kind of match, so that you have a way to compare the two at the same volume. This is very important. So again, let me show you. Okay, that sounds a bit phasey. It's probably not the best impulse response, but I can, I can go through different impulse responses that are in that folder that I've loaded. So let me show you how to do that. It's this with these arrows. Obviously, you can, select a different one, but all you have to do is just go. This is a hummingbird. Okay, so I kind of like this one, the hummingbird, and for this side, and let me load up maybe another. So the same guitar with a different, with a different microphone. I forgot to say that you have to switch to stereo and make sure that the volume is right. So yeah, now you'll be able to hear both impulse responses. Okay, so I didn't like that first one, so I switched to the Neumann microphone. So now I have the same guitar recorded with two different microphones. With this plugin, you can do a basic EQ. You can have a high pass filter or a low pass filter, and a bit of panning. You can get them closer. or give a slight delay, so obviously you can change the phase slightly and align the the phase, or just literally flip the phase completely. But in this case, we have now picked two impulse responses recorded with two different mics of the same acoustic guitar. Obviously, the Hummingbird is not the guitar that I've recorded, that was Yamaha. And so let's hear the difference between the piezo and impulse response. So now this is stereo, obviously, the recording was mono. There's also this extreme quality. I'm not quite sure I hear a massive difference, but it might be my ears. I've been playing for 30 years, they'll be destroyed. So let's hear the difference with that extreme setting. So obviously it's a quite a nice difference. On top of that, I can use a bit of reverb, and the plugin I'm using is this Softtube. It's a really nice room reverb, so I can add the studio, so that it sounds like, if you want to, you can make it sound like it's in a room, it's in a studio. So. So again, we went from this to this. Of course, some might say that might sound a bit phasey or whatever. This is stuff you can tweak afterwards. You can EQ it if you want, add some compression. That's all stuff you can add. But so to get this quality of sound from just plugging an random acoustic guitar in, I think it's good. Obviously, you can be as creative as there's an infinite amount of creativity that you can have by actually using microphones. And I'm not saying that this is better, or this is just a way to get a nice, or at least a usable mic'd sound from an acoustic guitar just plugged into a sound card, basically, without using any mics. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. You can go on my website, trueguitarist.com, and check out all the other lessons. Bye bye.